Good morning, beautiful souls. My name is Natia, and I have the pleasure in guiding you through this beautiful morning yoga class. Today, this class will be an energizing class, specialized for beginners. So if you are new to yoga and you just want to explore your body and want to explore the movement, then this class is for you. So let's not waste any time and begin. So for today, we're going to start in child's pose. Therefore, we're going to move on our knees. We bring our knees to the outside of the mat with the big toes pointing towards each other and being connected together. Now slowly sit back down on your heels and lengthen your arms towards the front of the mat. Drop your forehead down and take a deep breath out. Inhale deep. Exhale slow. Just you and your body right now. Allow gravity to help you sink into your heels. So we try to have a slight pull down at the back. Stretch and enjoy. And child's pose is a resting pose. So if you feel within the practice that you need a little rest or the practice is a little bit too exhausting for you, you are more than welcome to rest in child's pose. This is your body. This is your choice. You know what's best for you. Now take another deep inhale. Exhale out. And then slowly lift up your head. And we come into a tabletop position by bringing the hands a little bit back. The knees more together, hip width apart. And we want to have our knees and hips in one line and our hands and our shoulder in one line. Now from here, I invite you to inhale and lift up your right leg. Now exhale, bring your right knee and your nose underneath the body and try to bring your nose and your right knee as much together as possible, rounding your spine. Now inhale, lift up your right foot in the air, look up. Exhale, round your spine, knee and nose. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, lift up. 2 more rounds. Exhale. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale, bring your knee down. Now we change to the other side. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, bring your left knee and your nose under the body together. Round your spine, opening up the shoulder blades. Inhale, look up. I'm just closing my eyes here because the sun, the beautiful sun is shining into my eyes. Exhale. Inhale, lift up. Opening up the chest, opening up your throat. Exhale, bring knee and nose together as far as possible. Inhale, back up. Exhale. Inhale one more time. Exhale. Inhale, bring your leg up, look up. And exhale, slowly come to a standing in tabletop position. Now from here we want to move our hands towards the front of the mat and drop down your chest, drop down your forehead. And here we want to make sure that our hips are still up in the air. Our tailbone is pointing towards the air. This is puppy pose. Take a deep breath, give yourself a stretch. This stretch is, by the way, ideal for everybody who's also sitting a lot in office or has not the opportunity to move around a lot and has to stand or sit still in one place. This gives you a nice body stretch, a nice stretch in your shoulders, in your arms, in your chest, and in your back. Now from here, slowly come back up, inhale, and then exhale, walk your hands back into tabletop position. Now we want to tuck your toes under and slowly shift your tailbone up and back. Lift your knees up from the ground into your first downward facing dog of the day. Now you can stand here and maybe have your knees a little bit bended, or you can straighten them a little bit more out, but we don't want to compromise the back in order to keep the knees straight. Maybe you want to walk the dog by bending one knee and then the other. And then slowly find stillness. And your feet are slightly more inside than your hands. Your palms are reaching towards the front of the mat. And your fingers are spread wide apart. You look in between your thighs or in the direction of your navel. Now slowly with your next inhalation, move towards the front of the mat. Give yourself time. This is an early morning. Maybe you feel a little bit stiff. I certainly do in the morning. Just let yourself hang heavy. Maybe you want to hold on to one elbow and the other. Let your head hang heavy. Maybe nod your head yes. Nod your head no. And then slowly bring yourself up into a standing. Your hands are following you up into the sky. You look through your thumbs. And exhale, your hands are coming to your heart. Beautiful. Now from here we want to correct the posture in Tadasana. This is our standing position. We want to have the legs hip width apart, the feet steady on the ground, the shoulders up and back, the chest into the front, and you gaze towards the front and or slightly down on the ground. And your chin is parallel to the mat. Your hands are in front of your heart. Beautiful. Now from here we move through sun salutation. So just follow me by inhaling, bringing your hands to the side and up. Look through your thumbs. Exhale, fold forward into Uttanasana. Now in Uttanasana, we try to bring our hands down to the mat. If that's not quite possible, no worries. Just let them rest wherever you land. But here, we want to try to bring the hip a little bit more to the back. So we want to lengthen the thighs. So we're moving the hips back instead of bringing them to the front. So try really to feel the thighs. Maybe you can straighten out your knees. Maybe you need to let them a little bit bent. It just depends on how you feel this morning. On some days you might be able to straighten them out, and on some days you'd rather not. Now from here we inhale in halfway lift. So we lengthen out the knees, straighten the knees, and we bring our palms on top of our shin, on top of our thighs, or if you can, on top of the mat in front of you. We want to straighten out the back. So wherever your hands land and you feel most comfortable, you stay. We want to open up the chest. And then exhale, bring the hands down to the mat. Step both of your feet back into space, into plank position. Hold it. And then slowly drop knees down, chest and chin. Modified vinyasa. Inhale, we release the whole body to the ground and just roll your shoulders up and back. Open the chest a little bit up. Look slightly down into the front. Bring your elbows close to the body into baby cobra. Beautiful. Now inhale and exhale back. We move into downward facing dog. Take 5 deep breaths in downward facing dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Now slowly step both of your feet towards the front of the mat and halfway lift. Lengthen your spine and exhale, Uttanasana, fold forward. Inhale, bring your hands to the side and up over your head. Look through your thumbs. And exhale, hands to your heart. And because this was such a joy and so wonderful, we're going to repeat this one more time. We inhale, bring your hands to the side and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step both of your feet back into space. Plank pose. Drop the knees, chest and chin. Inhale, baby cobra, roll the shoulders back. Keep your elbows tight to the body. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Now slowly step both of your feet towards the front of the mat. Inhale and halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bring your hands to the side and up over your head. Look through the thumbs. And exhale, hands to heart. Now this was modified sun salutation. Now I'm going to make it a little bit more challenging. Inhale, bring your hands to the side and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bring your hands down, step your feet both back into space. Now Chaturanga Dandasana, we keep in plank pose. Now bending our elbows and bringing the body down, but not completely towards the mat. So we hover just right above the mat and open up the chest. Inhale in upward facing dog, pointing the toes back towards the mat, and you want to have your wrists and shoulder in one line. Opening up and exhale in downward facing dog. 5 deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Now slowly step both of your feet towards the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, bring your hands to the side and up. And exhale, hands to heart. Now close your eyes and just take 5 deep breaths in Tadasana. Now slowly open back your eyes and check on your Tadasana. Are your legs hip width apart? Are you standing proud and upright, shoulders slightly back? We come back to the front of the mat. We inhale, bring our hands to the side and up. Look through the thumbs. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step both of your feet back into space. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now inhale, your right leg up. Keep your right leg lifted. And step your right foot in between your hands. Drop the back foot into 45-degree angle. And inhale, bring both of your arms up. Warrior one. Now here we want to see that our knee and our ankle are in one line. Our hips are pointing towards the front. Inhale. Exhale. Move down and come back into downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your left leg up. Hold it. Breathe. Exhale, step your left leg in between your hands. Move the back foot into 45-degree angle and opening up into warrior one. Keep breathing. Inhale. And exhale, move your hands down. Come into downward facing dog. Keep breathing 3 more times. 1, 2, 3. Now again, inhale, bring your right leg up. Exhale, step your right foot in between your hands. Drop the back heel. Inhale. Warrior one. Exhale, now move out to the side. We open the hip to the side. Right arm is coming to the front, left arm to the back. Into warrior two. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, move the palm facing up. Slightly shift your weight towards the front. Exhale, bring all the air back in peaceful warrior. Exhale, bring your hands back. Inhale deep. And exhale, move both of your hands down. Now slightly shift your back foot towards the front of the mat. Drop the left hand down and open the right hand up into side twist. Stay with me. Inhale and exhale, bring your hand down and your foot back into downward facing dog. Take 1 deep breath. With your next inhalation, bring your left leg up. Exhale, step your left foot in between your hands, drop the back heel. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, opening up. Now the left hand is pointing towards the front, the right hand towards the back. Opening up the hips. Don't collapse in the hip, but keep it firm. Straight knee and your front ankle are above each other. Inhale, shift your palm towards the sky, bring your weight towards the front, and exhale, bring all the air back. Peaceful warrior. Inhale, come back. Exhale, rotate the arms down and opening up the left hand. Inhale. Exhale, bring both of your hands down. Step back into downward facing dog. Now release your knees to the ground. Bring your knees to the outside of the mat, big toes touching. Come back on top of your heels and release. Take a deep breath in and out in child's pose. And don't worry if the postures seem a little bit confusing. You can just come back and do it again. And within time, you will see it will get easier. Now it's just to learn more about your body, learn more about the movement and the world of yoga. Now maybe just try and listen to your heartbeat. And whenever you feel your heart is calm again and normal, I invite you to take a deep inhale and slowly walk yourself out of child's pose and maybe bring your knees together. Bring your hands on top of your knees. And then move your head to the right side. Inhale. And exhale, round your head down and over to the left side. Inhale at the left side. Exhale, round down. Inhale, move to the right. Exhale, down. Inhale, move to the left. Exhale, down. Beautiful. Inhale to the right. Exhale, down. And inhale to the left. Exhale, come to normal. Now from here, I invite you to bring yourself on top of your tailbone. So we sit down on the mat. I invite you to bring your legs towards a little bit more towards the front, like medium stance, I would say. Now from here, we're going to bring our hands parallel to the knees with our palms facing up. The toes are shifting up, pointing towards the sky, and slowly you can shift your weight back into space, just allowing the core a little to work. Now you can stay here if this is all where you want to be today, or you can have a little modification by bringing your legs up, pointing towards the front. Just keep breathing 3 deep breaths in this posture. Shaking is good. We want it to shake. And with your last breath, slowly bring your legs back down. Now I invite you to bring your toes and your feet together. So your big toe is landing on the big one, this tiny toe on the tiny one. Your heels together. We open up the knees to the side. We hold on to our feet and just start moving our knees up and down. Butterfly pose. Enjoy the opening in the hips. For some of you, this might be kind of hard because we store a lot of emotions in the hip. And therefore, sometimes we hold a lot of tension in the hips, and it's not so easy to open the hip region. So we're just starting out slowly, just including some of the openness in this practice. And then slowly find stillness. Maybe even bring your feet a little bit more to the front. Allow your hands to drop to the left and right side, palms facing up, and you fold forward. Take 5 deep breaths in this posture. And with every exhalation, send the exhalation and the breath into the tension in your hip, if there is any. 3 more deep breaths. 2 more deep breaths. 1 more. And slowly inhale and come back out of this posture. Beautiful. Now we straighten out the legs towards the front of the mat into Dandasana. I want you to find an upright position. So we're trying not to slouch here. Find an upright position. Bringing your hands right and left next to you. Inhale, bring your arms up. And exhale, let them drop wherever they land. So if they land somewhere here, that's completely fine. If they land here, that's also okay. Or maybe you can hold on with your 2 peace fingers and hold on to your big toes. And we don't want to round the spine, but rather to shift the hips a little bit back. We want to allow the stretch to come. And we don't want any pain, but we want to have it a little bit challenging. So if this is still too much for you, you're welcome to bend your knees here. And then just with every exhalation, try to bring yourself further and further down. Also here, your breath is guided towards the tension. Now inhale deep, exhale deep. Repeat this 5 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Slowly inhale. Bring yourself out of the posture. Hands up. Exhale. Hands come down. Now we shift the tailbone towards the front and slowly guide the body down towards the mat. Here I invite you to bring your heels very close to the body, to your buttocks. Maybe you can even hold on to your ankles here. And then slowly. And then with your next inhalation, we keep the head straight. We inhale and bring the hips away from the floor, opening up the chest. Exhale, slowly come back down. Now do this again. Inhale, bring the weight up. Maybe a little bit more this time. And exhale, bring the weight back down. And one more time. Inhale, bring the weight up. Maybe this time you can fold your hands underneath your body, bringing your elbows and your shoulders together, opening up the chest even more. Now it's important to not collapse the knees to the side and open up, but keep them hip width apart. Inhale. And now coming out of the posture, we go the same way backwards. So we remove the shoulders underneath the chest and the hands to the side. Maybe move on top of your tippy toes and guide your back vertebrae by vertebrae slowly down. Now, bridge pose, what we just did, is quite a physical, challenging pose for the back. That's why we want to bring our knees inside to counter the pose. We always counter the pose out by doing the exact opposite posture, and then we need a little side twist to even out the spine. Therefore, we bring the knees to the right side, opening up the hands to left and right, and we look over to the left side. And here we don't stay for too long. We bring both knees back up and move them to the other side. And your head goes in the opposite direction. Maybe you want to close your eyes here. And then slowly bring your knees back up. Knees back into your chest. And from here, take your two peace fingers and hold on to your toes if this is an option for you. And come into happy baby pose. Maybe you want to move from one side to the other. Maybe you want to lengthen out one leg and the other. Maybe you just want to find stillness in happy baby pose. Now, whenever you're ready, you let go and bring all your limbs back to the mat. Now from here, we're going to move into Shavasana, which is the most important posture in yoga, and probably for you the most easy one. We're going to stay here for quite a while, so normally I would invite you to just, even after the recording ends, keep continuing in Shavasana and then come out of Shavasana in your own time. But you're more than welcome to also join me. So now we bring the legs to the outside corners of the mat, the hands a little bit away from the body with the palms facing up towards the sky, and close your eyes. Now Shavasana literally means the dead man. So what we want to do is we want to imitate the dead man. That means we don't want to hear anything. We don't want to see anything. Do not think. Do not smell. Just enjoy the pure nothingness of non-existence. And as I mentioned before, you are more than welcome to stay in this posture. If you have a busy schedule and you need to come out, you can do it by slowly start moving your fingers and your toes. And the joy is in Shavasana. We really just try to be, and we're not trying to judge anything that's outside. Even if we listen to something that might be disturbing normally for us. You keep your eyes closed and relax your tongue away from the upper part of your mouth. And then slowly move your hands and your feet and your legs and your arms are joining the movement. Maybe your head goes from side to side. You give yourself a big stretch. Oh. And then move to one side. Just stay here for a little bit. And then slowly come back out. Keep your eyes closed. Find a seated position. And rest your hands on top of your knees with the palms facing up. Now I invite you to just listen to your inner world. Listen what is there. Maybe compare it to before you started. How do you feel? Has anything changed? Or has nothing changed at all, which is also completely fine. And we try to only observe here, not to judge anything.